Welcome to Chair Yoga. This class is great for all students. To prepare for the class, you can have a chair without arms or wheels, find a comfortable place to sit, and let's get started. Thanks for joining today. Start to feel yourself relax back into your chair this morning, remembering you just want a chair that it has no wheels, one that has a back and no sides. And I did a series in person, and I'll also do one in September if the world is still open. But just noticing my chair is sometimes taller, so it's at my hips. Sometimes I had a chair that was lower. So when we stand up and do poses, just think about, are your hands okay at the top of your chair? And as you all know, I love to bring in quotes to our class. And so I'm starting today with a quote from my grandmother's hands, a book that I always use in class. And this is a reminder for us on our journey as we can be just getting our bodies back into a regular practice and just remembering to stretch, that healing is a practice. It is not a one-time thing or an idea. If I get up and do a bunch of exercises and repeat them over time, my muscles get stronger. Healing is a practice just like that. And this is a quote from Marnita Schroedel. And I just want us to remember that even sometimes when we don't practice regularly, but we take care of ourselves, we breathe, we still stretch and do different things, that this is a practice. So as we move, taking these poses and breaking them down, and like what feels good in your cellular memory, this is something I will just reiterate that you can take with you. Something I want to continue to think about is just even stretching in the morning before you get out the car. How can I incorporate some of these things into our daily life? And so as you just sit in your chair, just start to feel your body relax. Maybe feel your legs stretch out in front of you. Take your chin towards your chest. If it feels accessible, relax your eyes and just think about the words, healing is a practice. It's something you repeat. Taking care of yourself is something you have to repeat, to remember, so it becomes natural. And there'll be times we take breaks, but coming back to it. Don't judge the off times. Just remember the times you begin again, the times you start to pick it up again. Where you are, if your chin is not at your chest, just start to relax your neck. Take your chin down to your chest. Feel your body settle. Feel your body find ease. Relax. Melt into this space. Just find a little bit of time to start to notice your body. What feels good right now? What feels just natural or nothing? What feels like there's maybe some pain, some aches? And start to notice your breath. Not doing anything different, just feeling our belly rise gently. Feel your belly relax, your chest lower. Just notice the natural rhythms of your body. Your body moves as you inhale. Your body moves as you exhale. That's yoga. It's the union. It's happening. And if your eyes are closed, you can start to open them up and just start to look down at your feet. And take your head from side to side, feeling a little bit of a stretch in the neck, maybe in the top of the back. intuitive movements. What feels good here? What doesn't? When you're ready, just coming to a still position, bringing your awareness back to your toes, coming to the question I love to ask: how many times this month, this past month, this past week, did you just notice your feet on the floor? Yesterday, I was feeling anxious about all that's happening in the world. Where are we going to be with the pandemic next week? What's going to happen with school? But I said, I have to practice what I preach. Deshaun, just notice your feet on the floor. All you have is this moment right here. All you have is this body in this moment. Be present. As you notice your toes, maybe just start to move them. And as you move them, maybe you feel a little bit of a stretch in the knees, in the calves, in the shins. And when you're ready, just start to bring one foot closer to your chair, followed by the other, and start to sit up a little bit higher in your seats. Imagining you have a crown on your head. If it feels accessible and safe, bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Can you find your heartbeat? Can you find and notice the belly expand on your inhales? The belly relax and release as you exhale. How many times this past month did you just notice or even think about the beating of your heart? Don't judge, just notice. And if it feels accessible, starting to bring more intention to our breath, can you breathe in a little bit deeper through your nose? Feeling the chest rise a little bit higher, belly expand a little bit further. Can you exhale out through your mouth? Breathing in deeply. Sighing out loudly. Breathing in, feeling your chest rise, belly expand. And sighing out with an HA sound, making noise, feeling the shoulders release, the belly relax. Taking the time to remember this practice. To begin again. One more deep breath in with hands at heart and belly. And on your exhale, just let your hands fall to your thighs. Take your chin towards your chest. On an inhale, breathe in deeply. Lift your head back up to a neutral position. And exhale, take your chin towards your chest. One more time here, breathing in deeply. Exhale, take the chin to the chest. Come back up to a neutral spine. Head is in a centered space. Remembering the crown on your head, the length in your back. And we'll start to do some bends. Today, we're going to just keep our hands down at our sides for bends. Again, because sometimes we have things happening with our shoulders. So just being gentle with ourselves. Imagining we have luggage in our hands. And take a deep breath in, feel your shoulders rise, open your heart. And on an exhale, just bend over to the left, imagining you have luggage you're putting down. Inhale, lift back to center. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Stay in this bend so I can just give you some guides. You don't have to go so deep You can just stay in a place where you still feel strong in your core. Don't go too far where you compromise your spine, you're hunched over. You want to still feel long and strong and in control of your body. And on an inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. One more time. Go as super slow as you inhale. Go super slow as you exhale with the HA sound. And on your next inhale, take your time. Come all the way back up. Take a moment remembering the length in your spine. Your hands can come to your thighs and knees. And just take a little bit of a wider step with your feet. Take a moment, roll your shoulders up. Take them back and down. And this time for some twist, we're gonna take our hands to a place that's just in front of us. So we're not going all the way up today if this feels accessible. So on your inhale, we'll take our hands and just reach them out in front. And on an exhale, twist your torso, take both hands over to the left. Let your chin follow your shoulder. Come back to center and twist to the right. Center, reaching the hands forward, feeling the shoulder blades pulling towards the space in front. Exhale, twist, let the chin follow the shoulder that's behind. Lift and twist. Lift, twist, one more time. And on this next inhale, reach the hands in front of you. Stay here for a moment, remembering the length in your spine. Stretching the fingers to the space in front of you, relaxing your shoulders. Notice your feet pressed into the space beneath. Notice your sit bones pressed into the seat. And bring your hands down to your thighs and fold towards the space below you. Let your head be heavy for a forward fold. Come back to that deep breath in through the nose. Exhale loudly through the mouth. Take another deep breath in. Feel free to release your hands down to the ground or to your legs and side out. Let your head be heavy. Let your knees relax. And take your chin to your chest. If your hands were down at ground, slowly bring them back to thighs. On an inhale, roll your shoulders all the way up. Take your time, lifting one vertebrae at a time. And then when you get to the top, roll your shoulders up, relax them down. And we'll do a little bit of a series with a twist, twist, and a fold. So remembering the length in our spine. On an inhale, lift the hands in front. Twist to the left. Lift to the front. Twist to the right. Inhale to front and fold. We'll do 2 more of those at our own pace. So slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. When you get to the top, take the hands right back out and twist and lift. Come back to that exhale out with an HA sound. Think about all that's happening in your body in this moment and fold. Letting the head be heavy, maybe take it from side to side. And let the chin stay connected to your chest. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. One last time with that series. Take the hands out in front and twist. Go as slow as you can, matching your inhales with your lift. Exhales with the twist and the folds. Stretching the fingers out, taking up space, and relaxing to a fold, sighing out with an HA sound. Let the head be bent. Take your chin towards your chest. Inhale, lift. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. When you get to the top, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Bringing your legs to a neutral position where they are about hip width apart. Come to a place where you aren't all the way at the back of your chair. And we're going to take our hands out in front of us again. The palms of your hands can be facing forward. Imagining that chair was not beneath us. In a chair pose, Utkatasana. Staying right here with hands stretched in front. Remembering the length in your spine, imagining you have a crown on your head. On an inhale, lift the heels of your feet off of the ground. Exhale, lower. If it gets too much to have hands extended, you can bring your hands to heart center. Do what feels best for you. And on your inhale, lift the heels. On your exhale, lower. As you lift, feel your toes press into the space beneath. Maybe feel your calves tighten, your thighs tighten, and lower, feeling a release. And lift. And lower. One more time here. Lift the heels of your feet and lower. And get grounded on all four corners of the feet. We're going to come to a standing position. So just prepare yourself. Hands can be in front or at heart center. And on your inhale, lift all the way up. We can take our hands up above if that feels accessible today, or they can stay at the side. Just open your heart. Take this in, a big deep stretch, Urdhva Hastasana. Relax your shoulders back, open your heart. Feel all four corners of your feet pressed into the ground. You can take your gaze up to the space in between your hands, your drishti. And bring your fingers together, your palms together, your hands to your heart center. Relax your eyes, check in. On an inhale, roll your shoulders up, relax them down. And we're going to turn and face the seat of our chair. We'll do one half sun salutation and we'll take this to a wide angle forward fold. My absolute favorite pose in this class. And so getting into a place where your feet are about hip width distance apart, your chair is in a space where it's good for you, where you feel like you can reach it. So just make any adjustments you need so it's not too far or too close. Remembering the length in your spine. On an inhale, take your arms all the way up above, stretching them to your space above you if this feels accessible. If you'd like goalposts, that's okay too. And hands down at your side, just with an open heart, is also available. Listen to your body. Wherever you are, just open the heart, taking up space, stretching deeply. And on an exhale, take your arms out like airplane wings or just fold towards your seat of your chair, bringing your hands to the outside of the chair. Let your knees have a bend in them. Let your head be heavy. Take a deep breath in here and sigh out with an HA. On an inhale, lift halfway, feeling your tailbone being pulled to the space behind you. The crown of your head being pulled to the space in front. Feel this in your calves, in your shins. You want your back to feel like it's flat. And it should look flat, like you can put a plate on top. And then take a gentle bend in your knees, and we're going to step our left foot out and our right foot out. Your legs are outside of the chair, so a little bit further away for a wide angle position and a halfway lift here. And on an exhale, just fold towards the seat of the chair. You can bring your forearms to the seat. You can stretch your legs out further. You can take your head to the seat. You can take your hands down to the ground if you want a deeper stretch. If your body is asking for that, listen to what it wants. If it says it wants less, listen to what it wants. Have a slight bend in the knees. You don't want to lock your knees. Feel your tailbone being pulled to the space in front. And remember your breath. Breathe in deeply. Sigh out loudly. Release any negative thoughts, any limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. Leave them on the space beneath. Breathe in more of what you want, more of what you're asking for. Exhale, release what does not serve you. Stay here for a moment. Go inward and notice your breath. If your hands are at ground, slowly bring them back to the seat, forearms on the chair. And start to bend your knees a little bit deeper, and we'll take a step closer to our chair and lift halfway. Before coming up, we'll take our time, remembering the length in our spine, the tailbone stretched to the space behind, crown of our head pulled to the space in front. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway one more time. Exhale, fold. From here, take your chin to your chest. Have your hands at your side if that feels okay. And slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. When you get to the top, let your shoulders roll all the way up and back. And just bring an intuitive stretch to your body. We're going to go back to our seat for some Shavasana. And you can take your Shavasana in your seat or in your chair. But as you get there, just stretch, move your hips. Take your time, remembering those intuitive movements, asking our body what it needs when it needs it. And wherever it is that feels like peace and rest for you, go there. Shavasana can be on the ground. It can be in your seat. But just think about in this moment, what does rest look like? Start to maybe relax your eyes. Maybe take your chin to your chest. Remembering the words we started with, that healing is a practice. Rest is a practice. Caring for ourselves is a practice. How can we remember to do it? Putting yourself on your schedule. Finding what feels good and what brings joy to you. Take this time. Let the thoughts come. Let them go. Connect to your breath. Remember your heart. I'll let you know when it's time to come out of this. Take your time. We will slowly start to journey back to this space. Slowly start to bring tiny movements to your fingers, to your toes. Maybe taking your head from side to side, feel the cracks, the creaks. Be gentle with yourself. Let your eyes stay relaxed. And just find ease as you come back into this moment. As you stay where you are and slowly start to awaken, I want to just bring in a few more words from my grandmother's hands. The book says, few skills are more essential than the ability to settle your body. If you can settle your body, you are more likely to be calm, alert, and fully present no matter what is going on around you. A settled body enables you to harmonize and connect with other bodies around you, while encouraging those bodies to settle as well. Gather together a large group of unsettled bodies or assemble a group of bodies and then unsettle them, and you get a mob or a riot. But bring a large group of settled bodies together and you have a potential movement and a potential force for tremendous good in the world. Remember to settle your body. Remember that healing is a practice. Feel free to bring a hand to your heart, followed by the other. Remember the beat. Remember your breath. And find time to settle. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you all so much.